Now a run with Akers. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. 36 yards on the play.
And a Rams first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the counter, this is Akers. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
4th down.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike. 59. 59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
It's our time. It's our time. Hey, check. Like 21. Sit. 21. Hey, defense.
On play action, it's Murray. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Fielded at the 43. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Rodgers now on 1st down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball, at least a
touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, 85 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Akers, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Cardinals 7, Rams 3.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. They got a man. It's Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Check 26. Check 3. Check 3. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Rodgers.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
At the 34-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play fake. Murray. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Undercrush. Let's go. Thank God.
Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. at the 39-yard line.
Under 10, under 10.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Akers, the ball carrier.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together? And
now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Check now. Slam, slam.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
2-yard line.
Hey, watch it, watch it. SOS.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
24-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And it's third down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check three. Check three. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come. Safe.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go. 48, Mike. 48.
Now Murray off play action. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Slam. Check your hot read. 48 for Mike.
Throwing again, Murray. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike, 48.
From the gun, Murray. That's caught by Waller out left side. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Check. 3 down. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the run.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
48.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He's taken
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35-yard
line.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
They'll stop him in his tracks. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
That's good.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Check Mike 21. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Murray now. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by David Long. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Shift. Jim. Check. Over here.
It's a run with Akers. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here's Edmonds. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Flushed out right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Murray. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Flush to his right. Now on the run. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A.
Complete.
Cooper Kupp, an even 90 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Tackle. Kill.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Murray now on first down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Let him know.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Rams, first down.
Rush in. Check.
Here's Akers. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss running left, Akers. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
The stop made by
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Again, it's Calais. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
22.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Here we go. Here we go.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
Makes the score Rams 22, Cardinals 14. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Going right back to Akers. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. 36, 36. Check 13. Check 13, son. Hey, check 24.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.
right over there. Yeah.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for L.A., it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my way.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down a double. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses in the got a new rolling 30, don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you by. Finally starting to realize, never give up and co-eds. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot, tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why do people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could call to, we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. These ties in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing it so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this is jungle, the top always gonna get something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush up for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. Those seasons when I never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out of the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you could rape.